And hello YouTube, and welcome back to another episode of the Zone TV Movie Entertainment. With me, your host, Jonathan. Once again bringing you my review and thoughts of tonight's episode of Arrow Season 5, Episode 12. Gotta say, this is a very weird episode for me. In a good way. It felt very good for what it was, but it was also kind of weird. Good. I'll talk about the plot. Basically, this episode, you have Oliver and the team, most of the team except Wild Dog, go to Russia to basically capture the man who basically framed Diggle for the crime that he never committed. You know, when he was back in working with the military at the end of Season 4, we saw some backstory there where the general decided to kill some of the army men there and basically try to sell a nuclear bomb. So Oliver and the team decided to go track him down, and Diggle, who really wanted revenge because he threatened to kill his wife and son, Oliver had to keep an eye on him. But the weird thing about this episode, but it was a cool weird, is that there was no Arrow in this episode at all. It was just Oliver. It was just so weird. It's been a while, so I think maybe since Season 2, we hardly see some episodes without the Arrow, but it was just kind of weird to get used to it. But it's still a very good episode. I enjoyed it for what it was. A lot of cool action. I get to see Ragdoll basically uses rag powers, or whatever you want to call it, and contain a nuke. So that was kind of cool. You got to see a different side of Felicity acting all badass, which I love. It's just so cool to see her do something else besides be the one in the computer. And her transition from America to Russia, very cool. So that worked. A couple things didn't work for me in this episode, though. It would have been better to see the whole Quentin. Quentin came back from rehab, and, he had to get ready for an interview because he wanted to come back as acting, second command mayor. And, Wild Dog decided to prep him and get him ready for that interview. And, I could have dealt without that moment. That could have been saved for something else. I think that just dragged on the episode a little bit too much. Personally, that's what I thought about it. But, like I said, still a cool episode. I enjoyed it. And then the ending, which is a weird twist, got to see that Oliver's new girlfriend, or the girl he's sleeping with, the reporter who's always, getting interviews with him, has some secret agenda to find out the connection between the Arrow, or the Green Arrow, and Oliver Queen, and I guess she found out. Now, what does this mean? Could be a whole bunch of things. Maybe she's working with Prometheus. Maybe she's trying to blackmail him so she could be mayor. Who knows? A whole bunch of different things that can happen. Thank goodness there's no break. We can watch it next week's episode. Yay. And let's see what happens. Because obviously a lot of stuff is going to go down. Dolph Lundgren still hasn't come back yet. I'm still considering him to be possibly Prometheus now, because honestly we only saw him in a couple of flashbacks, and we got like 2 or 3 moments of the flashback in this one, seeing Oliver take down some people in Russia as the Green Arrow, him hanging out with Talia al Ghul. But like I said, still a cool episode. I enjoyed it. So leave a comment below, let me know what you guys thought about it, and stay tuned for more, and thank you, and have a good night.